Hi guys, it's Granny Tana speaking. Welcome to this FS25 Mod Preview video. In this video I want to show you what I already did so far with FS25 mods and at what stage they are and where they are at Modhub. So here you can see them already. I tell you what is everything about. But first I show you the Modhub information. So I already uploaded 6 mods and one was rejected. The buying station got not only a review usually means there are some mistakes and you have to make it better. But sometimes a review means, no, we don't want your mod. And that was the case with the buying station because I uploaded it before we got the Giants editor, and therefore I used this cute red and white wooden silo from Hutan Pantai and made a buying station out of it. And they said, no, we don't want this. This is part of the base game. And we want useful mods and not such spam. And that was the same day when they released a garbage mod. And I know that thousands of people were waiting for my buying station mod, and they wouldn't bother whether it is a Giants object or not. So I was a little bit annoyed about it, but I thought, okay, that's it. That's how it is. I will make a different buying station, and now the Giants editor is out, and I can do what I want. So then I have 3 mods in the pending stage. That means I uploaded it and they are waiting. And right now we don't have any information on how long it will take until they are tested. And I have 2 mods. They are at testing completed. And the open chats were already tested. They found some errors. And then I repaired the errors as fast as possible, and they got back into testing after 1 hour or so, which made me very happy. But now they are on testing completed already for 3 days at least. And yeah, testing completed is always a little bit stressful, because it can mean, okay, we have the test is completed for this testing stage and it will go on to the next stage, which would mean the console test would follow. Or it can mean we finished our test in this stage and we found errors and you will get a review that you should repair. So I don't know whether I will get it back to change something or whether it will go to the console test in the next stage. I hope the best, that it goes on to the console testing and then can be released soon, but we never know. Yeah, that's about the stages, and I can show you the things that I made. So let's just go down. Here we have the Tardis pack. It has a loading wagon so far and a water tank. And let's see it at the shop right here. And if you don't know my Tardis pack, I started it in FS22 because I needed a loading wagon that was bigger than usual, because the driving back and forth when the loading wagon is full always took so long time, and then I thought I would love to have one that has 200,000 liters capacity, and then I made one from an existing loading wagon. And I'm no vehicle modder, so this is my only machine mod, and I only take the Giants objects and give them a different color, different branding, and enhance the capacity. And I had quite a bunch of trailers and even a combine harvester in the end in FS22. And now I started with 2 different trailers. And it's always one with the realistic size and one with the unrealistic size. The one with the realistic size is wanted by, so Giants wants it this way, and a mod that is only realistic wouldn't be accepted. Yeah, and here we have this loading wagon. It has 260,000 liters capacity and is blue, but it doesn't have a color choice for the whole thing. I couldn't do it. Somehow I tried and tried and tried, and it didn't work. And finally I was really happy to just color it in blue. That was already difficult because they changed quite a bit with the vehicles. And yeah, I hope that I can learn from other mods later. So when I see how other mods do it with the color choice, then I hope I can do it as well. And here we have this water trailer. Yeah. This is the AB, and it has 200,000 liters. Okay, and then we have the sheds. And yeah, I always made sheds like that, drive-through sheds. And usually I made them matching to the building pack I just made. And now I thought, I should make just a shed pack with my sheds and with color choice, and then you can buy it and choose a matching color, and then you have it. And in my building packs I only put 1 or 2 of the most important of those sheds. And the special feature about those sheds is here you see the drive-through version, and you can lift up or raise the back wall. And then you have it either as an open shed with a back wall or a drive-through shed. And it can be always changed. And then I have this bale storage here. And I heard that Giants wants to have a collision in the bale storages. So they don't allow bale storage without collision. And they are even very eager on those red crosses. So first I thought about the red crosses. I know most of the people hate them. And therefore I thought, what could I do? And I found a solution. And they just appear when you are completely close to it, and only 1.5 meters. And when you are further away, it disappears. And I think, yeah, then Giants is happy that I made this red cross, and you players are happy when you don't need to see them. And right now it is in the blocked version. You can't reach those bales and pallets, and Giants want to have it that way because those bales and pallets, they are no real bales and pallets. They don't have a collision and they don't have the full resolution. They are in this safe mode. So, No, safe mode wouldn't. So it is not so hard on your performance if they are in this stage, because not such a high resolution, not so many polygons, no collision, and this is relaxing for the game. And when you have them out here, the resolution is higher and they have collision, and so the computer has to work much more. And therefore we have those Bale storages. Yeah, and they don't want us to see and feel that they don't have collision. You can run through it, and yeah, that is against every realistic thingy. And then I thought, yeah, but sometimes you don't have any Bales at all in this. And I know the players want to have it without this blockage here, this blob. You can't go further. I thought, why not just putting it in the ground like the back wall, and I made a second lever, and now you can just go inside. And I'm pretty sure that Giants will allow this because they have their collision thingy. And yeah, if the player decides to lower the collision, then it's the player's choice. And they haven't complained about it in the first testing round. Okay, so let's go to the next thing. And did I say it has color choice? Yeah, it has color choice. Maybe I just show you. And they all have color choice. Not the Tardis vehicles, but everything, all my buildings, so far they have color choice. I'm sure there will be buildings without color choice, but those here, they all have it. So here we have it, and now I go to F, customize, and here we can choose. Those are colors from me, and those are all the default colors. You could even make it pink. Boo! All in this blue tone, or let's say a green one. And you can let it match to the other farm buildings. And the other buildings have the same choices, and so you can make them match together. Here we have the silo. It's a multi-fruit silo with 10 million liters. I hope they allow it. And in two variations, one that have the same color for the columns and the walls, and other one that has white columns to match this typical Scandinavian and American style. And then we have this little cute one was the one I modified to being a buying station, and Giants didn't want it. So here we have the two that I placed. No, not that. And then we have one without silo extension allowance. And maybe you ask yourself, what on earth is that? And that is because of a problem that a lot of players had, not only with my mods, but with other multi-fruit silos as well. And that was considered a bug, and though I got a lot of support questions about it, and I didn't have a solution because it wasn't a bug, but it was intentional. And so the silos usually have the allowance for silo extensions. And before that was used for when you put a silo extension beside it, the silo is bigger. But the production buildings, they had this silo extension trait, and so they were considered a silo extension. So this usual silo thought, oh, we have a production here, and this is my extension, and therefore I give all my stuff to this production. And that is a feature. It was intentional. But for most players, or a lot of players, they didn't like this feature. And then sometimes it happened when you put something like 10,000 liter in either one, something happened that it exploded. So it got more and more and more and more. This magical product increasing. And that was a bug. But it was not a bug of my mods, but it was a bug of the base game related to this silo extension and production building stuff. And I couldn't do anything about it. I could only say, okay, keep a big distance between the silo and your production, because it only goes for 50 meters. And now I have the additional silo without silo extension allowance. And when you place such a silo, it is greedy, keeps everything to itself, and doesn't share with production. And this is for both of them. Yeah, and I hope the Modhub team understands why I have these two versions. If not, I have to tell them, but then it has to wait again, and it takes weeks and weeks. So let's hope everything is good. So, and the next ones are my farmhouses. Here is the German farmhouse, or the Alpine farmhouse. Here. And it has got completely new furniture and has color choice, and this here, those columns are, yeah, more sophisticated than before. And then I have the American farmhouse, and it is, the base is just one farmhouse type, but it has two different roofs, and then each of those versions exists in with and without a garage. And this house, not in this version, but in the other version, in white, was a house where DJ Goham used to live in. And yeah, we were talking about, I asked him, yeah, what kind of American farmhouse would you like for my American farm buildings pack? And we were talking, and he said something, oh, I could make a floor plan for you. And I said, yes, that would be good. A real typical American floor plan, that this house really feels American. And then he said, oh, I could just make the floor plan of the house I used to live in. Yeah, and then we did it together, and I changed it a little bit that it fits, because we are so wide in the game, tall and wide, and therefore narrow hallways and such are not so good. So it is not completely his, but most of the building is like DJ Goham's. Here we just enter the living room, and here we have kitchen and dining, and we have 2 bedrooms, and we have an office. Yeah, and that is the same for all. And here we have a little washroom, and we have 2 bathrooms. And there we have one with attached garage. And I used those wonderful carpentry tools from Riverbend Springs. Yeah, and as this is already finished, I thought, why waiting until I have a huge pack with other American buildings finished? I just make it as a standalone mod, American Farmhouse, why not? And therefore it's already up at Modhub. Yeah, and the next thing I'm working on is a water pack, and let's check my list. So a water pack and the hobo farmhouse pack with a tiny house and tents and a bench and floor doormat. And then a decoration pack and a fermenting silo. And with the fermenting silo, I thought whether I should make it not only as a fermenting silo for silage, but also maybe hay drying. You put in grass and you get out hay, and a mixing function that you can use the hay and the silage that you get, and maybe the straw that you throw into it, mix it together and get total mixed ration. Then you would have all this cow feeding stuff in one go, and the fermenting silo will look like that, 2 of them, like the one I had in FS22. Yeah, and then I want to make my American barn, the red one. And yeah, and maybe in between I try to make my garden mod. This will be a little bit more work to put in all the plants and so. But I'm very eager to get this garden mod. And yeah. And this is just the beginning. And except the garden mod, those are all the mods I already prepared, and I have a long list of other mods that I want to make, and I'm sure during the time of FS25 we will get a lot of ideas, so it won't get boring at all. Okay, that's about my first mod preview directly in FS25, because before I already showed you several of those mods, but not in FS25, but still in FS22, and now they are here in FS25, and I'm really happy that they are already uploaded to Modhub, and wish me good luck that the testing goes well and fast. Okay then. If you want to buy FS25 now, I would be happy if you use my Granny Tana order link for PCs. The link is in the video description below. This allows me to make the videos earlier. Now I wish you a wonderful day, thank you for watching, and all the best till next time. Tschüss!